Welcome back to the kitchen. You get 2 videos in 1 week. It is a New Year's 2021 special to welcome hopefully what's going to be a great new year. I wish you guys all a healthy, safe, happy new year, and I hope that you are doing well, and I wish you ease as you deal with everything that we're all dealing with from 2020 and continuing into 2021. But hopefully we will be able to come out of this and see a better end of 2021. So I have for you today just some spicy pecans. My husband really likes pecans. Heck, he likes any nut really. But today I'm going to take these lovely pecans here and make some really yummy savory nuts. A lot of people love to make pecans into candied pecans. I want to do a savory option. So the pecans we're going to turn into some yummy savory pecans. There's going to be a little bit of heat to it. We're going to have some of the yumminess that is the Worcestershire sauce, or however you say it, because I can tell you I have always had problems saying this stuff. I actually student taught in Ireland, and while I was there, they finally helped me understand that it's supposed to be Worcester, and I still have issues with it. So if you want to call it Worcester sauce, you want to call it Worcestershire sauce, or however you make that come out of your mouth, go for it. But I think the really interesting thing about this, in addition to all the yummy spices and stuff in it, is that it gets a lot of its flavor from anchovies, those little tiny fish that a whole bunch of people won't eat, but they are fermented in this and make it so yummy. So we're going to put together some Worcestershire sauce and a few other spices, and then bake off the nuts in the oven. Pretty much you want to cook nuts until you can start to smell the nuts. If you go farther than that, you're going to burn them, and burned nuts are gross. For the recipe today, you're going to need butter. Salted butter is best. If you want to do unsalted butter, because you're worried about how much salt you're taking in, then that's fine. There is additional just regular salt added to this recipe. And then you've got the Worcestershire sauce, some garlic, cayenne to make it hot. If you don't want it as hot, downgrade your cayenne from what's in the recipe. Then there's also ground mustard. Not the powdered type, not like French's yellow mustard. And then to top it all off, we've got a little bit of chili powder. So I'm going to microwave my butter just to melt it, and I'll be right back with you. This is my type of recipe. You just dump everything in one bowl, stir it up, put it on a pan, and go. So I am going to stir up my butter just to make sure it's melted, and then start dumping things in. So in goes the Worcester, however you want to say this stuff. Worcestershire, and like normal, the full recipe will be at the end of the video. Now I've got garlic because I think garlic makes everything taste better. Okay, maybe not exactly everything, but close. Cayenne pepper, got to get the heat in there. Mustard, just for another added savory flavor. If you wanted, you could leave the mustard out, or if you're allergic to any of these things, just leave them out. Really, this is a really simple recipe that you can try with pretty much any flavor you wanted. If you wanted to put some sage on it, or you wanted some thyme, anything that pretty much I go through my spices and just open them up and smell them. And if it smells good to me when I'm thinking about the food, I'll give it a shot. I pretty much throw anything in. My husband will ask me, how did you make this for dinner? Or can we have this again? And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of just throw a whole bunch of stuff together. I have all of the spices and the butter in my bowl, and the Worcestershire. And I will put the chili pepper on last, just kind of as a dusting on my pecans. So in the pecans go. Just get those all stirred up nicely. Just get them stirred up and coated. You want to get all the pecans wet with the mixture so that your chili pepper will actually attach. Now, if you wanted to use different types of chilies and add more heat in here, you could. I sprinkle about half on, give it a stir, Get it all mixed up. And then I'm gonna put the other half on as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Get it all dumped in there. Look, you're done. All right, so these are nicely coated, as is my spatula. And they're just gonna get dumped on a sheet tray. Now, don't leave that yummy goodness in your bowl. Get your spatula in there, get it on your nuts. Then I'm gonna just use my spatula, spread out the nuts. You can just give the tray a good shake. I do have parchment paper on here just because it makes easy cleanup. There's nothing in here that's gonna hurt me if I eat it now. So the pecans are in. They are coated with all that yumminess that we put on them. They're gonna be in the oven for about 30 minutes total, and I'll stir them every 10 minutes. Now they are at 300 degrees, so they can stay in there longer to give the mixture that we put on them the chance to dry out. Normally, if I was just gonna toast pecans, say I wanted to put them on a salad or something, then I would toast them at 350 degrees for say 5 to 10 minutes until, like I said earlier, you could smell that nutty smell. These would actually be great on a salad too, especially if you're like into gorgonzola cheese or one of the stinky cheeses. Put it on with some balsamic dressing, these nuts, some gorgonzola cheese, and your favorite greens. It would be a delicious salad. You can even toss in some Granny Smith apples for a bright punch in there if you wanted. There you go. Extra recipe just for talking about the nuts. Wrong oven. Here are the nuts after their first 10 minutes. I was about to touch that with my finger. That is not a good idea. So here are the nuts after the first 10 minutes. You can see that there's still a lot of liquid in there. And I'm just gonna try and get them spread out a little bit more, get them stirred around, and then I'll put them back in for another 10 minutes. I have to admit, I'm gonna steal one out of here and have a little taste. Yum. Well, sounds like the nuts are ready. Let's check them out. Oh, those smell delicious. Look how yummy they are. All right, I found a cute bowl to display them in. That is until everybody eats them. I'm gonna scoop them right in here. You can also wait and let these cool a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that today. So these are the perfect way to welcome in a new year. I'm just gonna one of those times parchment paper is really helpful. All right, going in. Might be a little hot, but they're nice and mellow. They're not actually as hot as I probably would like them this time. I might actually add a little bit more cayenne the next time for my husband, but my son loves them. And so do I. Enjoy. So there they are, all nice and done, ready for a dinner party, snacks before a game. Really anything you want. These would be a great present to give to a neighbor or a family friend, anybody that you'd like to say thank you. Super yummy. I hope you enjoy them. Let me know in the comments if you try them out.